Okay, okay, question, Jesse? Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm here because I'm scared. I'm scared for myself and my family, and I'm scared for my country. In the last 7 months, we've seen the government take over banking institutions, the car industries, and put more into debt than we've ever experienced in our lifetime. We now have over 70 czars controlling everyday life, every bit of our everyday life. And now we have Obama wanting to take over health care. We're becoming a socialistic form of government. And that's why I'm scared, and I'm also mad. If the Democrats go it alone, who's going to stop the madness? Are you going to stand up and filibuster in the Senate?
You're going to stop the madness. That's why you're here today. And I can tell you, all across this country, Republicans, Democrats having town halls are hearing from people like you who believe, like the gentleman just said here today. They're concerned. This is not just about health care. When you're spending and borrowing at rates we know we have no way of paying back, how can we keep our promises to seniors and veterans? We're spending the money that everyone puts into Social Security and Medicare on other things, and we don't know how we're going to keep our promises. How are we going to keep making new promises that we can't afford? For heaven's sakes, even China's telling us we need to stop spending money or they're not going to lend us anymore. I don't want to be dependent on China or OPEC or these other countries, but I'm concerned as you are. But I'm also optimistic because I know if left to their own devices, Congress will run this country in the ground, and any spending bill that comes up will pass, and it'll have Republicans voting for it too. But if they come back from their oil's break, and they've heard from their people, and they come back and they're afraid to vote for health care or cap and trade that adds an electricity tax or some type of union legislation like card check. I mean, they've got an agenda we've got to stop. So they'll sit down and listen to the American people and do what has worked in this country for so many years. And believe me, it's not the government that has made this country great. Where's the next question? Okay, back up in the bar.
Hey, yo, lady.
Okay, somebody in the bar?
Yes. Okay,
Okay, speaking of the microphone.
Okay, it's not so much a question as why do we have to reinvent the wheel? We have Medicare, let's improve it, because yes, there are some faults with it. We have Medicaid for the underprivileged. Let's improve that. Instead of giving our money to every other country that hates us, we can put the money into our country. We should be the rich and beautiful country that we were, and it's been taken away for the last 20 years. Little by little, it's taken from us, and the people are mad now. We're angry. I never once went to a political meeting. I never once wrote to my congressman, and I am marching now on September 12th in Washington, because I am afraid for my grandchildren and my children and even for all the young people here. You will not have the country if everyone doesn't stand up. And we need the politicians. We need you to back us if you believe what we're saying. We need you also.
I have 2 grandsons now, and I know that everything we're spending today, they're going to pay for with higher taxes and a lower quality of life. We need to fix what's broken. We can make Medicare better without cutting it. We can make Medicaid better. We can make the private insurance market better. But we don't need to replace what's working with what we know won't work when what we need to do is fix what's broken. Okay, let's...